Hello there and welcome. In today's video, we shall be talking about adverbs. So, let's dive in. Function of an adverb. Adverbs are used to give more information about the action in a sentence. They mainly modify verbs. They tell us how, where, when, and others something happens or is done. They tell us how, where, when, and others something happens or is done. For example, Carol drives carefully. Carol drives carefully. How does she drive? How does she drive? She drives carefully. So, carefully here is an adverb that modifies the verb drives. Another example, I look for her everywhere. Where did you look for her? I look for her everywhere. So, we have here everywhere as an adverb that modifies the verb look. Another one. She came to London yesterday. When did she come to London? She came to London yesterday. Alright? Adverbs are generally divided into 7 groups. Adverbs are generally divided into 7 groups. Number 1, manner. Example, slowly, bravely, carefully, simply, quietly. Number 1, manner. Slowly, bravely, carefully, simply, quietly. Number 2, place. There, here, up, down, near. Number 2, place. There, here, up, down, near. Number 3, time. Yesterday, tomorrow, now, yet, still. Time. Yesterday, tomorrow, now, yet, still. Number 4, frequency. Never, always, often, once, twice. Frequency. Never, always, often, once, twice. Number 5, sentence. Actually, really, obviously, evidently. Sentence. Actually, really, obviously, evidently. Number 6, degree. We have very, quite, rather, fairly, hardly. Degree. Very, quite, rather, fairly, hardly. And number 7, focus. Just, only, simply, even, also. Focus. Just, only, simply, even, also. Forming adverbs. They are generally made from adjectives. Many adverbs of manner and degree are formed by putting ly or ly at the end of an adjectives. They are generally made from adjectives. Many adverbs of manner and degree are formed by putting ly or ly at the end of an adjectives. For example, slow, slowly. Cold, coldly. Bad, badly. Happy, happily. Rapid, rapidly. Kind, kindly. I don't know why, but they spoke to me coldly. I don't know why, but they spoke to me coldly. The weather was awfully cold. The weather was awfully cold. You should treat people gently. You should treat people gently. Please drive the car slowly. Please drive the car slowly. When an adjective ends in consonant plus y, it becomes ILY. Or when an adjective ends in consonant plus y is changed to I and then add ly. For example, busy, busily. As you can see, the adjective busy ends in y. So we drop y and change it to letter I and then add ly or ly. Busy, busily. Happy, happily. So we drop y, change this to I and add ly. Happy, happily. Easy, easily. Heavy, heavily. She is working busily. She is working busily. Jack passed the test easily. Jack passed the test easily. When an adjective ends in ly, we omit e and add y. Or we omit letter e and change it to letter y. Example, noble. So as you can see, the adjective noble ends in e. So we have to drop e and change it to y. Noble becomes nobly. Gentle becomes gently. So we drop e and change this to letter y. Gentle, gently. Possible, possibly. Simple, simply. Example, my mom brushes my hair gently every day. My mom brushes my hair gently every day. When an adjective ends in e, we keep e and add ly or ly. Example, extreme, extremely. Free, freely. Brave, bravely. Safe, safely. His political ideas are extremely dull. Our army fought bravely. Our army fought bravely. When an adjective ends in ic, we add ali. When an adjective ends in ic, we add ali. Example, systematic, systematically. Systematic, systematically. Phonetic, phonetically. Phonetic, phonetically. We search the attic systematically. We search the attic systematically. Mrs. Burns wanted us to write the words phonetically. Mrs. Burns wanted us to write the words phonetically. Let's move on to degrees of adverbs. We have first positive. Positive expresses a quality without a comparison. Positive expresses a quality without a comparison. Example, Robert walks slowly. Robert walks slowly. Comparative. Comparative expresses a higher or lower degree than the positive. Comparative expresses a higher or lower degree than the positive. Example, John walks faster than Robert. John walks faster than Robert. Superlative. Superlative expresses the highest or the lowest degree when comparing more than two things or person. It expresses the highest or the lowest degree when comparing more than two things or person. Example, Ronnie walks the slowest. Ronnie walks the slowest. Adverbs having the same form as adjectives. Adverbs having the same form as adjectives. Let's look at the table below. Positive, comparative, superlative. Fast, faster, the fastest. Fast, faster, the fastest. Early, earlier, the earliest. Early, earlier, the earliest. Late, later, the latest. Late, later, the latest. Hard, harder, the hardest. Hard, harder, the hardest. They came earlier than me. They came earlier than me. Kenyans always win prizes in marathons because they run the fastest of all. Kenyans always win prizes in marathons because they run the fastest of all. My parents' plane will arrive later than my uncle's. My parents' plane will arrive later than my uncle's. Number 2, adverbs formed with li or ly. Let's look at the table. Positive, comparative, superlative. Positive, comparative, superlative. Easily, more easily, most easily. Easily, more easily, most easily. Quickly, more quickly, most quickly. Quickly, more quickly, most quickly. Fluently, more fluently, most fluently. Fluently, more fluently, most fluently. Carefully, more carefully, most carefully. Carefully, more carefully, most carefully. Linda drives more carefully than her husband. Linda drives more carefully than her husband. Elizabeth speaks English the most fluently. Elizabeth speaks English the most fluently. Number 3, irregular adverbs. Irregular adverbs. Let's look at the table. Positive, comparative, superlative. Positive, comparative, superlative. We have well, better, the best. Well, better, the best. Badly, worse, the worst. Badly, worse, the worst. Far, farther, farther. The farthest, the farthest. Much, more, the most. Much, more, the most. Who speaks English the best? Who speaks English the best? They do everything worse than us. They do everything worse than us. So there you go, guys. That's the end of this video about adverbs. I hope you found this helpful, and if you like this video, please do subscribe, like, share, and let me know your thoughts and questions. Love to hear from you. Good luck and thanks for watching.